Welcome to today's episode of Pure Main Fishing. Today's video is going to be a little different, and you'll see why. I mean, it's fishing related, but I want to change the videos up because it's winter now, and I'm going to try to get out ice fishing, but I can't be out too much. So today I'm going to be doing what's known as a tier maker, or that's a popular YouTube video category. Basically, you have this tier. I'll show you it up on my screen. Basically, we have this tier, and it's like different levels: great, good, meh, not a deal, and why. Like, why they make it. And today I'm going to be rating. Basically, I'm going to be taking them and moving them up on the list wherever I think they should go, based on how I think they perform and how their brand carries themselves and how their company works. So, alright, so basically you just start out with one of them and pull them up. And let's start out with 13 Fishing. So 13 Fishing here, it's kind of an innovative brand. They started out, I believe, in ice fishing. They make a lot of ice fishing rods and reels, and then they expanded to more rods and reels. I use a lot of their rods and reels, but specifically this tier list is rating them on the lures alone. And recently they've came out with some nice crankbaits, some innovative soft plastics. They're pretty expensive, so personally I haven't used many of them, but from the brand perspective, they make good quality rods and reels. So I'm just gonna put them at good because they look good. I've heard good things about their lures, and personally I haven't used them that much, so I'm just gonna keep them at good. They look good, so they're gonna go there. Next up, we have Big Bite Baits. You can't really see the whole brand on the picture. It's kind of cut off, but they make cheap baits. They're like usually in the sale bin at Dick's. They're like $2-3 baits. They're okay. They're cheap. They're kind of flimsy. They're not that innovative. They're kind of just standard lures. Like, they make worms. They make craws. They make mostly soft plastic. So I'm gonna put them at meh, because I mean, you see them, you buy them. If you need more, you buy them. I sometimes buy them cheap to melt down to make my own custom lures, but they work. They do the job. And next up, we got Cream Lures, the king of baits, the original worm. They're kind of outdated today. They started the trend off with soft plastics, but everything's kind of caught up with them. They've kind of stayed in their position. So for the price they're usually cheap. I'm going to put them in meh because they're cool to fish with. They're kind of nostalgic, but they're not that innovative now. Amamoto, the original Senko. Same thing with Cream. They're okay. I'm actually going to, I'll keep them in meh because they make the Senkos, but I'm not paying $6 for a bag of them. I mean, they're the OGs, but I'm not buying that. Heddon, some of you may not know this, but it's a really old brand. It's one of the early fishing lure brands, crankbaits. They're mostly known for their Heddon Zara Spook, which is like a walk the dog style hot dog bait, topwater bait. It's really good. I love using it. And for that fact, I'm going to put in good. They don't make too many products. They're known for that, so I'm going to put them there because I like fishing with it. Next up, we got the Googan Bait. So, Googan Baits, in my opinion, are very overrated from the standpoint of their YouTube channel, the guys who carry it, and them as a whole. But looking at it as a lure standpoint, I honestly think their lures are pretty good quality. I like fishing with them, not just because they're all fancy. I mean, I've done unboxings in the past because it's like a trend, but I like fishing with them. So for that fact, I'm going to put them in good. Their quality, they've held up to good fish. I've caught some good bass on them, and that's why I'm putting them there. Next up, we got Lunker Hunt. Lunker Hunt, honestly, I'm just going to put them in meh. They have many products, but they're just kind of a little out there. They kind of put out those, like the Spider. I believe they did that Spider, that one I cast a year ago. It was okay. I mean, I think they just are more of a showy style bait company. They're not that proven. Their lures are okay. They're meh. So I would put them meh. I mean, I would use them, but they're not too ideal. Rabid Baits is a new and upcoming bait company. They've been out there for a few years. I really like them. They have an innovative soft plastic. They're expanding right now, and I'm gonna put them in gray. Honestly, I really like them. I really like their company. They're a small company, and actually here they are right here. The Rabbit Baits Rabbit Craw. I think this was one of their first products. They sent these to me. I want to give away. I really like them. I really like the company. They're responsive. It's cool to see a small company grow, and they're really innovative. What they do is they put this hair in the claws. They basically took regular soft plastic and added this hair, fur to it, and it gives it a unique action in the water. And I think that's pretty cool how they're doing that. They're starting to expand, and that's why I put them in gray. I really like them. They're a neat product. Rabbit Bait goes first one into great category. Next up we got Rapala. You really can't see, it's really cut off. Sorry about that, I didn't realize it would format that way. But Rapala, mostly known for, they're really all known for their original floater crankbait. They make a lot of different crankbaits. I would put them in meh. They're good quality, but they're pretty pricey. I mean, $7 a crankbait. I typically don't spend that much on it. So I'd put that in meh. Like, I don't know, I'm not going to use it too much, but if I get one as a gift, I would be glad to use it. And next up, we got River to Sea. They're known for their Whopper Plopper, most of all, and they make a few different, like the S-Waver, a big jointed swim bait. They make some of the bigger baits. And I would put them in good, because they're kind of under the radar a little bit. They've gained popularity in the last few years with the Whopper Plopper, but they're good. The Whopper Plopper works, and it's just a good bait. Next up we got Savage Gear. I know you can't see it too much, but Savage Gear is kind of unknown, but some people may know it. I feel like they kind of are following the Lunker Hunt pattern, where they come out with these really outrageous baits that I honestly don't seem like. They had that duck a couple years ago that was popular, but I'm going to put them in not ideal because they're just too, I think, outrageous. Like things that buy the fishermen, or fishermen buy them rather than they actually catch fish. So I'm going to put them in not ideal. I have the duck and I have the bat by them. It's crazy how they make that. I mean, I don't see it catching a lot of fish, and that's why I'm putting it not ideal, because they're pricey too. Next up we have Strike King. Strike King's just like a staple brand. I'm going to put in good. They make a lot of good products. They're KVD KVD partners with them. I was about to say Carl Von Dibble, but that's Kevin Van Dam partners with them. He uses their baits. They're good baits. They make a lot of soft plastic spinner baits, crankbaits. They're just a good lure that you can go back to, and they have a wide variety of different kinds of lures they make, and that's why I put them in good. Next up we have Z-Man. Z-Man's known for their Ned rig, their Ned head, their little they're known for their Ned rig. They're known for the chatterbait, the original chatterbait. So I'm going to put them in good for that. They're innovative. They come out with new products each year. I like them, and that's why they're there. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I'm moving Savage Gear to Y, the category of Y, because it's like, bro, why did they do this? Like, oh, a big duck, that's cool, but why? It's unneeded. I'm going to move them there. I might move the categories around at the end to try to even them out, make them a little more fair. Next up we got Zoom. Zoom is kind of just average. Like, they make same things as any other brand. Worms, soft plastics, craws, and all that. And last we got Yum. You can't really see it, but Yum's always the lure I went back to at Dick's. You would find it for $2.99. Pick it off the shelf. Not knowing much about soft plastics, I would get it because it was cheap. And for that, I'm putting it in meh. Because $2.99 is good. They have the Yum Dinger, which is like the Senko. It works well, and it catches fish, but it's not anything special. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna put Cream in not ideal, because after looking at these, it doesn't stand up to the rest of these bait companies, bait brands. It's just not as good. I mean, Cream, they made the worm, and now they're coming out. The lures they make are too nostalgic. Like, they just are stuck in the past, in my opinion. They're a really cool brand, but they're not trying to promote any new, innovative types of lures. They're just kind of stuck in the past. So that's my video for today, Tier Maker, where I rank the 15 fishing brands, fishing lure brands. And if you like this video, like the video, of course, and if you like my content, subscribe. I'm gonna maybe make a few more of these with the different types of lures or different things in the future, and hopefully I'll get some ice fishing videos out here soon. This video is just kind of keep my subscribers entertained and to show what I think about these different brands. Thanks for watching, and keep fishing.